Hello, welcome. Now I'm going to tell you a story. Now this story is based on John, Johnny Johnson. Now, the first just started out as a little guy that that loved things like his little friend, Mr. Alien guy that he met in McDonald's. So him and his little alien guy always loved to do random things like walk around town. They always loved walking around town, especially to the house. Especially to their neighbor's house that always gave them big bowls of candy, even though it wasn't Halloween or anything. But you know what? They did it anyway. After that, they would always like to go to the arcade that usually doesn't exist anymore because it's 2015. And they would always play on little arcade machines, wasting a lot of money and change with the little joysticks and the buttons and stuff. That doesn't look like, and whatever. So like I said, they looked. Always loved playing them. Although his little friend could never reach them, they still liked what they did. After the arcade, they always went swimming. Even though it's kind of spring. And the alien guy couldn't really go in the water. But, you know, they always just hung out at the beach anyway, because they felt like it. And then they started getting older. They started drifting away from each other. Like one went one way and one went the other to do whatever stuff that they ever wanted to do. Because, you know, that's what they did. You know, all over the internet. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. Then they Johnny Johnson met a new friend. And that was his little car that was terribly drawn. It was kind of like a really weird looking car that not many people liked, but he liked it. He always loved it. They went everywhere. All over the place, to every store, to every place they went to. Until one day, he was out hanging out with his car a little too long. And then they blew up because they hit that tree. He was sad. Lost his friend. Lost his friend to a tree. He sat down, thinking about how to get vengeance. One day, he went back to that tree. With a chainsaw. And blew it up. Because he decided not to use the chainsaw and he decided to use dynamite. Because that's what happened to them. He laughed at the tree. And then the tree fell on him. And that was the story of Jonny Johnson. The end.